Cleaning and lubricating your Paslode CSF nailer helps keep your tool running smoothly. For the cleaning process, you'll need Paslode Cordless Tool Cleaner, cordless lubricating oil, a flathead screwdriver, 2 Allen wrenches, 5/32 and 9/64, and a clean lint-free rack. Before you begin cleaning, remove the battery, fuel, and nails. Once you're ready, start by taking the cap off the tool with the flathead screwdriver. Remove the air filter and clean with the tool cleaner. Let the filter dry. Use the 5/32 Allen wrench to remove the back cap. Next, we'll remove the magazine. Start by removing the screw where the bottom of the magazine meets the handle with the 5/32 Allen wrench. Be aware that the nut on the reverse side of the handle may fall out, set aside for future assembly. Then, gently pull the magazine away from the handle and lift it away from the tool. Next, take the 9/64 Allen wrench and remove the 2 screws that were just revealed by removing the magazine. When you remove the second screw, use caution as there is a spring underneath the magnet housing. Gently release the magnet housing and remove the spring. Remove the screw at the top of the handle with the 5/32 Allen wrench. Be aware that the nut on the reverse side of the handle may fall out. Set aside for future assembly. Now, we'll remove the motor housing. First, open the fuel door. Then, gently tilt the nose away from the tool and slide off the housing, while making sure not to damage the fan blade by contacting the chamber. Using the handle of the screwdriver, push the piston forward. Spray the cylinder bore with the tool cleaner. Hold the tool vertically and spray upward so debris falls out of the cylinder. Use your rag to dry up the excess tool cleaner. This is where it is important to use the lint-free rag. Add cordless tool oil into the cylinder bore to lubricate the piston. Using your screwdriver, manually cycle the piston several times by pushing it through the nose of the tool and through the cylinder bore. Next, add 5 to 6 drops of oil to the combustion chamber ring at the top of the bore. Ensure that the oil is evenly distributed. Finally, push the piston all the way back and set this assembly to the side. Now, grab the handle assembly and spray around the fan with the tool cleaner. Make sure that the spark plug, located here, is fully dry and clean of debris. Add 5 to 6 drops of tool oil around the cylinder head. On the cylinder head, you will notice 2 metal rings. These are sealing rings. Both have a gap in the ring. Ensure that the rings rotate freely and the gaps are positioned opposite to each other. Now, we will reassemble the tool. Reinstall the motor housing by gently sliding it over the fan and drop it into place. Now turn the tool over and reinstall the screw at the top of the handle. Ensure that the nut is properly seated in the handle and that it is not reversed. Install the screw using caution not to push the nut out of place. The feed piston in the nose requires lubrication to maintain proper operation. Add 2 to 3 drops of oil into the magazine feed housing and the steel shaft at the end of the piston. Push it in several times to distribute the oil. Place the spring in the middle of the magnet housing. Place the magnet over the spring and ensure that the wire is in the groove and that the rubber bumper is on top of the magnet. Press down and reinstall the 2 screws. Now, reinstall the back cap and 4 screws, taking care not to pinch the wires. Place the air filter on the tool and snap the back cap on. Finally, reinstall the magazine. There are alignment tabs that lock in with the nose here. Ensure that the nut is properly seated in the handle and that it is not reversed. Install the screw using caution not to push the nut out of place. You should clean and oil your tool every 10,000 shots for ideal performance.